There's more than meets the eye, is what's coming through. I'm seeing a heart, a key. Okay, so someone is, it's almost like they're going to be understanding something from a new perspective. Okay, I say new perspective, but I think that what's happening is they're really just clearing through the I don't know if illusion is the right word, but definitely there was something there. The Lovers at the bottom of the deck as well. Okay, there was definitely something there. I think that was taking up space. Okay, yeah, almost like an illusion that was preventing someone, King of Wands here, from really following the strength of their heart. I wanted to stick to me, that King of Wands. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe someone's been stuck on emotion that was just dragging them down. Okay. Whoa, these cards didn't realize so many. Yeah, indecision. Two of Swords. That's exactly what's been keeping them in indecision. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck though. So it's kind of like someone's being prepared right now. And I say that in a way where there's some kind of opportunity that's going to allow them. It's almost like an offer. They won't see it as an offering maybe, but they need to start to understand these things, the way that the universe is speaking to them, the way that divine is trying to get through to them. They need to start to understand that this is an opportunity for them to release something now, to bring balance back with this Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, to really go forwards. I'm hearing like go all in on what this Ten of Pentacles is that wants to come through. Divine Justice card. God, this is heavy energy right now, truly, because this is truly about again, that the eclipse energies are really potent, you know, the wild card energy that they usually say is around, and this is kind of paying attention to that, you know, paying attention to what's happening so that you can begin this new beginning in a way where you've learned from the past, you've learned from the illusion, the intoxications of the past. Yeah, Eight of Swords, someone was so trapped in cycles, right? Ten of Wands, yeah, this is what was preventing them. Eight of Pentacles from truly moving forward. It's almost like they were working so hard to change the outcome of something. Like they were putting in so much work, so much dedication, and it just kept bringing through the same results. It's time to do things differently. It's time to do things differently. You know what it is? Sometimes you can do so much work and you think, gosh, I've been putting all this work in. What's going on? There's something beneath the surface. There's like a layer that you can't quite see. And it's actually the internal stuff, the internal block. You know, you're working, you know, you're trying to work on making more money maybe, but there's something internally within you that's preventing you from being safe in holding all that money. You know, you're calling in love, but there's something internally inside you that's preventing you from actually receiving the love that you desire. Right, there's a story within. Five of Swords, yeah. Five of Pentacles. Someone's had loss here, especially when it comes to something to do with money or something. I'm hearing financial losses specifically, but also something to do with what could have been something they really wanted to go all in on, like some kind of vision, some kind of dream, you know. And there was, I don't know if they were, it's kind of like they were working through the obstacles, but there was a huge block and there was a loss, okay? And this massively impacted someone's self-worth. Yeah, because again, they were being driven by ego, not by like the soul saying, yes, this is the direction, this is what I want. There was something about ego. Maybe it was something to do with status, that's wanting things to look a certain way. And it's kind of like detaching from that external and truly connecting to that internal. Actually, well, how does that feel, you know? And how is it going to, it's not just about you, but how is it going to help around, you know? What does this mean for you on a deeper, higher level, right? Five of Cups with the Five of Swords there. There's been a serious imbalance, too many cards. Serious imbalance, okay? Disconnect from their emotions, the people around them as well. There's something about that. They've had, they've been kind of led by, you know, off their path. And they've allowed themselves to be led off their path because I don't think they realise this is what's been happening. It's almost like there were people that maybe they trusted, or I don't know. There's been some kind of disconnect with their environment as well as their internal emotion, okay? It's almost like they wanted to feed this lack of emotional fulfillment, lack of emotional fulfillment with like maybe external factors, but it ended up becoming the opposite. Like, it'll make sense who it needs to. Temperance, and that's with Justice. Wow, that's big. Okay, so okay. So the King of Wands has also come out with the Knight of Wands, okay? So, and the Three of Wands. So it's kind of like, this might have been someone who was led by, you know, that rendezvous energy, that quick rendezvous. You've got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So maybe something that they still think about, okay? Maybe it's something that they want to, with that Three of Wands, they're looking ahead at the forward picture, right? Instead of being trapped in the past, okay? Instead of being trapped in the ways that they were and what used to happen, you know, the ways that they operated, truly. Because whatever this is, I'm hearing again that falsity, that illusion that they were allowing themselves to cycle through. There's something about it that's really, coming to, I'm hearing like a head, like, that's it now. Now, Knight of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They're finally making a decision, truly. This is coming out with ending the heavy cycle. That 10-10 is so important here. This is huge about cycles. They're ending the heavy cycle of indecision. They're understanding that they want this. Four of Wands, togetherness. There's this energy of, I'm hearing unity, so kind of like truly coming together with this Queen of Cups as well at the bottom of the deck. I mean, you know, the heart, again, it's the heart that's being really drawn towards this path, which means they're moving away from that egoic way of thinking and being to find balance, okay? But I don't think this is coming easy. I mean, when I say that, what I mean is this is someone who's really having to pay attention to everything that has been on go mode for a long time. Go, 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 go. And it's kind of like so much they've invested in, and now it's suddenly, hold on a second, for me to move in that direction, if I need to let go of all these old ways to get this Four of Wands, and that's like true stability, true inner alignment as well. They're going to have to, you know, 555 is massively important here. Someone's going through a lot of change, yeah. The Devil and the Queen of Wands. Oh, God. This is that, I can't even deny what's coming through. The Devil, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands. This is that sexual energy again. It really is. It's coming through again. Someone's really, it's blocked them, massively blocked them. It's been a huge block. It's kept them in indecision mode. They've not known what's feeding them, their desire to move forwards. You know, and this is how they've had those losses in the past. The misdirection of that energy, the misuse, the misunderstanding of it. They've not understood themselves in that energy either. But with that justice and that temperance, I think that this is their opportunity they're offering to themselves and how to redirect this. There could be some kind of addiction here as well, actually. You know, I'm hearing corn is what they say, right? Something like that as well. Cracked egg, yeah, full stop. Something that didn't go the way someone wanted to the first time around. Rough start. Okay, yeah, mice. Deterioration, reduction, filth, worry, anxiety, loss, illness. Okay, this is definitely something that it's like in the past someone was being led by like a really wounded a space where they weren't in the healthy space, they weren't in their alignment. They were being fueled by this devil energy, you know, the temptation, the addictive fueled energy, you know. And we've got the wine there as well. Aging well. So someone has been working well. This is communication as well. They want to bridge. They want to bring unity again. So they're doing really well. There's something about this. There's something about they're really investing in themselves. So it's like as the years have gone by, they've been paying more attention and they're being guided to. And I think especially with this like Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands with that Queen of Wands, I think someone really is kind of like they want to invest in something way more secure now. To be clear, this is someone who's been on this journey for a while and been aware of this, because there's this energy of being very inexperienced in the past, which is why things have failed. You know, I'm saying failed because that's what's coming through in terms of what they've wanted and they've just not got it. Now they are learning from their mistakes. That's a difference here, and they're alchemizing something new, right? They're very enduring. This is why they're aging well. That's what it says, right? So this means that this isn't like necessarily a young, like physically age-wise energy. It's someone who's a little bit more mature, older. Again, they can be different. We have different meanings, but it's for who it needs to be, right? Got this huge yes energy. That's like powerful. Success is because they're learning, they're paying attention, there's success here. Big and yes energy, big yes, big vigor, you know, this powerful, it's that divine masculine energy within as well, okay? Happy, warm, daytime vigor, pride, radiant, mindful of that pride. You've got this garden here, and you know, got this Celtic knot, which is unconditional love, love of lifetimes. You know, it's enduring, it's beautiful, it's kind of eternal love, infinity, connected, always connected, legendary, divine union, okay? The only obstacle, mountain here, is this energy, the passion, is how they fan the flames, the catalyst, the ignition, the spark, the effort where they put their efforts, basically, the action that they take. With this garden energy, there's something about their community. I'm just going to get some more just to confirm. There's something about this, yeah, the rings, 25. There's something about that. It's like they've had a lot of kind of soul agreed cycles and connections. Yes, ball and chain. I just wanted to confirmation that they really needed to clear through. And that's come out with that. It's on top of that devil energy. So 100%, this is someone who's massively been influenced by their external energy, magnet, seduction, longing, desire. Again, it's sexual energy. It's huge for this one. I think the book I recently published, and it's on, like, you can connect to on my little link. That's going to be helpful for someone because it's about really reconnecting to that sexual energy on a more potent, higher level, a sacred level, because this is someone who's been weighed down by this energy. Okay, it's giving major solar plexus and sacral. This is someone who, with this karmic energy, these rings, these closures, they want to come to a close. And there's something about promise, but a promise from across lifetimes is what's coming through here. So it's kind of like there's this commitment, partnership, reaping what you sow, but it comes with these contracts that they are finding closure to, these cycles, these agreements that they are finally closing out because they're understanding them. Okay, this ball and chain energy, being stuck, weighed down, restricted, heavy burdens, baggage, codependency, trapped, difficult relationships, addictions. Addictions is big here, I'm telling you. There's something about this, and it's to do with that energy. I told you, it's something about that rendezvous energy that they're always, it's kind of like, it maybe even was, I think they were trapped in that for a while, internally in their headspace as well. Okay, so let's find out moving forward what's going on for this beautiful energy. How can they really harness this energy? Okay, that's beautiful. So they are finding their centeredness, their balance. On the firefly. Okay, so we've got stepping stones number 17. Step by step, they're finding their way out. Keep on going. Baby steps, progress, spiritual growth is a massive part of their soul journey. This is their spiritual growth. That means they're here to, that's big, because they're probably going to help other people in that sense as well. Firefly. Number 11, illumination, chemistry, magical, self-discovery, soul spark. This is how they're discovering their passion, their fire, when they learn how to direct it in a healthy way. Light codes, creative spark, fire, someone exceptional, self-discovery. I think that they were, whatever their environment was, it led them away from finally realizing how powerful this energy is, how powerful they are, and how they are someone exceptional. Okay, and this is something that they're finally understanding. Okay. Winding road, yeah, it's been a winding road. Okay, so this is, again, it's about personal growth, patience needed, you know, taking the long way, exploring, self-discovery. This is such a big journey of self-discovery for someone, whoever this is for. Okay, being flexible. I think that they found that they had to be patient with themselves. They've wanted things so fast in the past, and because they've had certain things very fast, you know, when it comes to addiction energy, that instant gratification, they've wanted that in many areas of their life, and they've not had it because they weren't grown enough, they weren't mature enough, they weren't able to handle what the prize was at the end of the road. And also, I want to make it clear that prize is something that was going to be a divine gift, so they needed to be able to handle it. It wasn't just what they thought they wanted, their desires, because that was based off falsity, that was based off ego, that was based off something that would have just led them down again, another failure, another cycle gone, right? Mama bear, child, girl, sunrise. That's beautiful. So this feels like there's a new happy beginning moving forwards, but also it's kind of like I feel like someone's inspired to be creative, to, you know, this tenderness energy. It could be someone outside of them, you know, that Queen of Wands is still there, you know, the King and Queen of Wands. So maybe something in the past was, you know, was like that kindle energy. There was a spark instantly, and then that was the obstacle to the connection. It was a cracked egg, full stop. It deteriorated, caused reduction, right? So this then ignited this long winding road of self-discovery that someone was avoiding for a long time. They were comforted by their external environment, and this connection was like, I don't think so. You know, whether it was intended or not, that's what happened. Number 15, boss, CEO, wealth, finance, mama bear, protective, strong, large, muscular, rich, affluence. Okay, number 6, sunrise, happy beginning, new day, darkest before dawn, hope, clarity, obstacles overcome. So that obstacle that we're talking about, they're really going to be channeling in on this energy. They're doing things differently. They're finding a new way as well, some kind of new way of healing. So instead of like the same old repetitive thought patterns, there's something about I think that they're being guided. There's somebody with them right now, whether it's an ancestor, angels, there's someone with them guiding them. Okay, awakening, fresh start, bright future, problems ending. This is that little girl, that's really like that child, that new beginning. Again, that spontaneity, creativity, tenderness. Okay, that comes with that. Let's see, it's number 13 as well. Okay, is anything else? Mask, number 14. Yeah, ego, persona, performance, putting on a show, hidden motive, disguise, concealed. Let's see, I just want to get some confirmation there, because I think like this is what's been hit, that addiction, that you know, whatever's been weighing them down internally, it's been hidden. No one can really see this on the outside. Maybe the person they're connected to can see it, you know, but certainly it's been hidden. Yeah, hidden things, book, hidden. But I also think they've been learning more about this. Mystery, intellectual, knowledge, secrets, the unknown. Yeah, and then you've got, you know, that says books as well. So maybe someone, because I mentioned my book recently, is maybe someone genuinely is like reading books to learn more, or like some kind of information that they're getting through. Number 3, North Star, inner guidance. They're redirecting towards their inner self, like their inner light. They're finding it, their core values. It's been out of value, whatever, out of their like alignment with their values. Guiding light, true path, clarity, hope, certainty, confidence, protection. Again, that's what I meant, that protection, that energy is truly with them right now, because I think they're connecting to it more and they're honoring it. Okay, or they need to be. Okay, hope again with that sunrise. Got the heart at the bottom of the deck, so it's like this reconnection with this heart. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get some messages to confirm, because I feel like this connection is coming through as well. I just want to confirm for this connection, because clearly this is someone who's working on their, you know, addictions and that kind of energy. Yeah, playfulness. There's definitely been that energy. Freeing yourself. Yeah, freeing yourself from just that Knight of Wands, like, you know, just like fuckboy energy. It's what's coming through. Boy or girl, whatever. Just that energy. Not holding it down, really not holding it down. Not someone who you can trust, not someone who's dependable, well, it feels like that when you're in a connection with someone like that. Someone who just, you know, he isn't there for you. They're just there for themselves, but it's because they've been led by their addictions. This is what they're finally facing, okay? This could be the one. You already met the person that you seek. Past life relationship as well. I did mention something, but it feels like there's something about lifetimes here when it comes to these karmic energies, codependency, addictions, confirmation. Yeah, this is huge. This is what's going to help as they're clearing through this, they're understanding themselves. They're going to be able to remove that mask, that ego. New love cycle is coming through as they're freeing themselves. Okay, they want to be safe to love, and it is going to be, especially with this heart here as well. I feel like there's going to be this this beautiful energy of they're learning how to love themselves first. This beautiful energy of, actually, do you know what? I don't need to keep going to those same things. You know, I don't need to keep outsourcing this energy, this need for pleasure, this hit, because I'm understanding myself. I'm understanding where this comes from internally within me and how to channel this differently instead of turning to intoxication, which has constantly led them into that 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, feeling it just feels very empty, the feeling, okay? I also want to point out, actually, on this garden, just say playing the field, that's been their obstacle. God, and you know, with that King of Wands, there was a moon there. So yeah, it's been hidden. The subconscious mind has been driving someone in such a way, and they're so good at hiding it. My God, red flag, yeah, their red flag behaviors. God, they've had the right people to turn to. It's really scary, actually. And with that King of Wands, they're definitely very attractive energy, okay? So it's not like, and this is why it's been even easier for them to stay trapped in this energy, like instant hits. I don't know. There's something, let's just see, okay? Because there's this connection here for a reason. So clearly, sparked something in them. It's been, I mean, come on, divine love. This is like divine energy, this connection. So clearly it was meant to spark that in you to heal your soul expansion. Yeah, look at this, the broom. Number 11, yeah, removing unwanted stuff, purging, a clean sweep, delete. They need to delete the connections is what I'm hearing on their, like, whatever devices they have. Unavoidable clean. Yeah, it's going to be until they face it. This is part of their soul path. They need to just face it. It's not something they can just keep cycling through. And I think that they're going to get to that 10 of Pentacles, like happily ever after, so abundant and happy. I mean, they're just not, you know, and they're understanding that better. Total makeover. Restoring harmony. So all those fives, that imbalance constantly. And also I think it's just, I think it's creating a lot of like argumentative energies, or just disconnect from what was truly connected to their heart. That's really sad. Divine intervention has taken place. Double rainbow. Something's happened. Number 16. You might have seen a rainbow recently. Ascension. They've already gone through this ascension. But it's like feels so 3D. Like they really need to clear things in their 3D. Promises kept. Again, I said something about like promise across lifetimes. Perfect timing, as above, so below. Serendipity, duality. Wow. Okay. Milky Way. Solution. Number key. I think this is just something to do. Again, that persona that they have, they're putting on a show. There's something about maybe their online presence. There could have been an issue for this connection in the past. Or maybe they see this as an issue to the person they're connected to. I don't know, but there's definitely something about being mindful. So there's fame here. There could be someone who has a lot of, you know, following behind them or something. Spotlight, social media, publicity, connected, exposure, expand, internet, marketing, networking. Okay. So what I'm hearing is also when you have that kind of following, that kind of connection, and people are connected to you, it's easier to put on a mask as well, because for some people, because it's suddenly like, whoa, so that if this is the persona of me that they're all like wanting, then I need to keep that up, keep that image up, or whatever it is. And it's kind of like someone's deleting that version of themselves. They're like, hold on a second, I'm not doing this for other people anymore, I'm doing this for me. I'm understanding, hold on, my path, and those are going to be the right people. Okay, it could also be something about maybe you connected this connection here, connected online or something as well. Okay, much better. There's also going to be a new feeling with this online presence. The people they're connecting to, got the stalk here, it's going to feel so much more soul aligned, the connections, not just like ego feeding. Number 17 is transformation, renewal. There's a restless energy with someone as well. Maybe that's because of what the past was, but I feel like someone's finding more stability as they're like creating this change. Okay, a birth, pregnancy. Someone could be moving as well. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to know just for this. Yeah, magnifying glass, number 27. Finding out more information. They could be online, finding out more information as well, especially with that. Number 14, blueprints, firm foundations. Coffin. So there's definitely been an end. 8 and 9. 8th of September maybe. Something ended. Maybe there was a really sad loss, and they want to do things differently this time. Yeah, down and out, defeated. They felt like that. The heart is back. The heart is glowing again. That's how it feels. Okay, this is such an interesting message. I feel like it needed to be like reassurance for someone, just clarity as well, but also just confirmation that actually these are the things you need to be focusing on, right? Definitely someone's clearing through that codependency energy, and I think that's massively to do with addictions. Emotions are running high, and that happens when you're going through addiction. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. There's so many things happening to you physically, the way your physical body is, you're very close to achieving your goal and responding, right? So it's kind of like you have to learn how to handle that at the same time with everything that's happening. It's like an internal and external balance. Show the world the real you. Aquarius energy. Again, win-win outcome is forecast. Libra energy. So it is that kind of focus of, hold on, who am I truly? And now it's time to start acting like that. That soul spark that came through. You're someone exceptional, whoever this is. And it's time to access that soul spark and say, yes, of course I am. And shine it, because that's what you're here for. It's part of your massive part of your purpose. Your light is needed. So it's time to redirect that, okay? Let's see. Libra again, justice. This is such a massive karmic cycle. That's a big deal. This is a huge cycle that they're closing out. That's like a really deep, wow, that's incredible. Legal matters, truth, integrity, fair and balanced. Wow. Ah, okay, that's interesting. So the element of air here, something's developing, there's communication, there's mental activity. Someone's like, yeah, that's that Knight of Wands, Swords energy that was coming through before. It's kind of like they're learning a lot about what they've been going through with that devil energy, but also, again, how to ground that, how to release that heaviness. So there's definitely like that mental activity for sure. And I also have this feeling they want to communicate. The devil, the bottom of the deck to confirm, okay. Summer energy, so within 1 to 3 months. Cancer energy as well there, summer, okay. So again, ascension, could it get any more clear that someone's going through an ascension? Solar flash. Up-leveling, imminent event, dimensional shift, yeah. This is what I meant by it feels so 3D, but they're kind of learning how to merge that 3D with their higher self. Leo. And then we've just had Venus. So we've got the Strength card and Venus, the Empress. Both of these ones come out together. Maybe, you know, this Divine Feminine energy has a lot of like Leo qualities. Or, I mean, the King of Wands as well. Maybe there's Leo energy here. Strength. Courage. Hone in on this energy. Courage, confidence, persuasion, wisdom, power. Someone's learning this. This one meant whatever they're going through is going to become their wisdom. Pleasure. We mentioned that, Venus. So it's about honing in on that beautiful Divine Feminine energy. Don't forget your sexual energy is very much connected to your Divine Feminine. That's why the Sthana chakra is connected to your Divine Feminine energy. I don't know what happened to my voice there. It's like blurred into one. Attraction, beauty, charm, love, pleasure. I think this is something that they have massively allowed themselves to be led by in an unhealthy way. Summer could be important again. I think that summer's really important here. Okay. Okay. Wintertime. Spoke about summer. Wintertime, Aquarius energy again within 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, that's interesting. So let's just find out within 2 to 4 weeks what do you need to Virgo. So during Virgo season, something's taking place, and I think it's this internal shift. I think this is this massive internal shift where someone's really gonna like. It's almost like that coffin's coming to mind there. They're putting an end to this, whatever this is. When I say they're freeing themselves, that ball and chain. I mean, I think this is, and that Virgo energy is also that internal soul searching. Okay, so then what about the 1 to 3 months that came through? Oh, no way. The Lovers. Wow, that's 1 to 3 months. So within that 1 to 3 months, as this takes place over, the internal shift is taking place over the next 2 to 4 weeks, within 1 to 3 months is going to be this alignment coming through for this union energy to come through and prosper. They're opening up to that partnership energy, that love, that openness. Again, the devil at the bottom of the deck, okay? So this is that addictions, restrictions. So really, this is so huge for them right now. And it's a massive part of their soul purpose here, okay? This is big. Let me know if this message was for you. You got this. Sending so much love.